Okay, everybody, welcome back. My name is Mike with Mansplaining. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed the gear dump that we did of the main pack. Now this is the day bag. This is a bag I'm going to take with me every day. But for purposes of getting to the island, there's some things in here that are going to stay in the tent when I set it up. And then, like I said, like things that are going to in the regular bag, like that headlamp, those are going to come into this. And we'll use this every single day. So let's see. This is, we'll start with, it's a Fieldline Pro Series. It does have pretty nice straps with an adjustable sternum strap here. And it also has some little wings. I wouldn't call them waist belt or waist pads. They're kind of small. But also it does have a waist strap with a nice big buckle to help keep it attached. I like the grab handle that's integrated into it. It's also got a little hanging loop here, which I was smart enough to put a couple carabiners on, because you never know when you're going to need a carabiner. Also, if you see here, this is H2O. This is ready for our water bladder. So when you're out hiking all day long, having some water is a good idea. We'll get to that. Here on the top, zippered pouch on the back side of it. And inside of here I have things you would expect. See, this is one of the things that's going to stay in the tent, but have my utensils. Remember in the last video I said, boy, sure seems like we're missing some things. We are. So, have some utensils, gotta eat my food. We have our extinguisher call. If you're not familiar with these are pretty nice. They work really, really well. But they'll do doe, buck, and fawn just by sliding this lever, and it works. So use that for calling in some deer. Got a little skinning knife. It's just some off-brand. I don't even remember where I get these things half the time, but it works. You can't really have too many knives necessarily.
Wow.
Same thing, integrated belt loop. This usually just stays in the pack. It's quick, small, good for gutting deer if you have to. And guess what? I have another one of the Coleman flashlights. So, went over this, talked about it in the last video. And I know you guys probably thought, boy, you are crazy. But I am not that crazy. I have a compass, a nice compass, Lenstatic compass, used in conjunction with that map that I had. So, I do have a compass. And the island is very, very thick, lots of trees, lots of woods. Trust your compass. You guys probably know what this is. This is so you can save your socks. These come in MREs. And every single time I have a buddy that eats an MRE, I try and snag this. There's nothing worse than losing a sleeve. You know what I'm talking about. So that's all I have in this top pouch here. Turning it around to the side. It has nice compression straps here, which I just undid. It has nice compression straps here. They work really, really well when you don't untie them like I did. So I actually use this. It has a really nice large pocket here. You could fit a Nalgene bottle in that if you'd like, but I actually have my little tripod stool, and I know some people really don't like these. They're not very comfortable, and I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm not going to sit in this very long. I approach this hunt as more of a spot and stalk type hunt. So I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to sit for a little bit and, sit up against a tree or something like that, do some calls, some rattles, see if anything comes in. If there's nothing in hearing distance that's interested in what I'm doing, I'll go find them someplace else. So this will, very light. It was only $10 at Cabela's. And it's really not that uncomfortable to sit in. I've actually shot some of your guys' videos while sitting in this. So that goes in there. And then it's a really cheap shooting stick. And I know, guys, don't attack me too much. But if I'm sitting somewhere, I just need this. Like, that's about it. It's really, really quick. I sit down, I adjust this out, leaning up against the tree. I've got something nice and stable to hold my gun on. You don't want to be the guy who missed the big one, the big 30 pointer. So and it's very, very light. You get into those other ones with the quick adjust out, they just get heavier, and I just don't need it. So have that. All those go into the side, and then you can see they compression strap into the side here. So onto the other side, another big, large pocket, and inside here I have just a couple backup headlamp. This is a real cheap, like, dollar store special, so in a pinch it works. I rely on my Black Diamond, and if that thing fails, well, I have this and a flashlight, so I have backups. Little stink stick, put a little estrus or something in there, hang it wherever I'm sitting at. And then everybody's best friend, hot hands. And no, they're not expired. And yes, they do expire. I know that from experience too. So that's just a couple things that I keep in there. Typically I'll also put a Nalgene bottle in there because there's plenty of room in there. So going to the front, a couple more straps here, compression straps, and there's a big kind of side. Ooh, look, the orange again, so I don't get shot. I do also have a orange cover for this. You know, the last thing you want to do is be strolling through the woods and have somebody think, oh, there's a big one, and then shoot you. So orange is actually a good idea. So inside of here, I have, don't judge me guys, I have a Bear Grylls survival knife. I didn't buy it because it's Bear Grylls. Gerber makes this, and Gerber makes good knives. And I bought it because it's an all-in-one solution. Emergency whistle. You have strap that holds the handle down. Nice little locking handle. You have holes in here. You can make this into a spear. You have a nice metal pommel. You can actually pound things in with this. And one of the other things is I have a small little emergency ferro rod. That works really, really well with this knife. I've used it multiple times, and it snaps in. I'm not going to lose it. Has a belt strap. And then, if you undo the whole kit and caboodle, a sharpening stone. So it's a nice all-in-one thing. It's made by Gerber. Don't judge me because it's Bear Grylls. It works really, really well. And it's not very expensive. And it's pretty darn sharp. So, of course, you know, I hit it on the sharpener to help that situation. But again, I keep this in the day bag because if something were to happen, I can transfer those fire starters. I have flint and steel. I can make a fire. I can survive. Again, don't judge. This is for processing deer. We're just gonna leave that at that. It gets gross. This is a little handkerchief thing. I think my son actually got this when he went through hunter safety. There's some survival information on here, but you also use it as a bandana. Use it to filter water. There's an unbelievable amount of things you can use this for. You can really shred it up. You can start fire with this thing. So again, a little bit of survival. And got a few more hot hands. I hate it when my hands get cold, guys. A little call. Oh no. It's broken! Got it. Oh! I wasn't doing it right. It's not broke. Good news! And then a stink stick again. I have two. I will alternate what's in these. And one will be buck urine, and then the other one will be doe. So depending on what the activity is, I have both things covered. So that's it for the inside of that. Now we're going to get into most of the stuff that's not going to stay in here. So pull out item number one. This is my new Redhead Stalker. This is the outer coat. Actually, this is the inner. This is the inner liner. Really nice fleece, bone dry, windproof. So I plan on wearing this out there, which is why it's not packed. And then if it gets really cold, this will migrate back into my regular bag with the regular clothing. If it gets really cold, I can pull this out. I guarantee you I don't need both, so I'm packing the outer shell. So that will be in here, and then I will leave it in here when we go out on our hikes too. Again, just in case you want to layer. You don't want to go hiking, get all sweaty, and then sit. So I could take this off, put it in here, hike to where I'm going, and then put it on. So I'm sure you've all seen that. We've got the Nalgene bottle I talked about earlier, and the water bladder that we talked about earlier. And this is Camelback, I believe it's called the Atmos. This is the short, wide 3 liter and the hose that goes with it. So I'll have plenty of water to drink on the trail. There is that cover I told you about, which fits my bag perfectly. Again, rattle, small little bag one. You can get those big antlers, and some people say they work better. Just space. It's room that I don't have. So this is going to stay in the bag. Everybody's favorite beef jerky. You gotta have food. And I know what you're gonna ask, where's the rest of it? We'll talk about that in a minute. I do have all the food that I need. So there's some beef jerky. That's gonna be part of lunch. Binoculars. These are my Nikon binos with the harness. And of course I'll be wearing these, so they won't be actually stored in the bag. Have a little face mask. Masks are all the rage these days. I mean, just look at everybody. They're all wearing them. Get it? We are legally required to wear Hunter's Orange, so I have a nice Hunter's Orange vest, which will go on over all my things. Nice, thick, really thick Hunter's Orange hat, knit cap. And then I've got 2 different pairs of gloves, thin bow hunting gloves. Sometimes I'll actually wear these under the thick ones if it's really cold in the morning. So we have those. And this is where I store my ammunition. And you'll see what I'm hunting with, but I'm hunting with the Savage 350. And again, don't beat me up, guys. I understand the 450 is more powerful and all that other stuff. The 450 Bushmaster, it's great. And it beats the crap out of your shoulder. My 13-year-old son can sit at the range and shoot my 350 all day long with no problems. The distances we're covering on the island for shooting distances doesn't matter. It's all pretty well close contact. So again, I have it for specific reasons. And that's all we have inside of here as far as what we're going to have in here. But if you actually look inside, maybe you can see, maybe you can't. There's a sleeve inside here that we're going to put the water bladder in. Velcro hanger to hang it up. And then this pack does have aluminum stays to help keep everything stable. So that is everything. Oh, I should mention, this bag here actually does the waterproof roll down, clip up, and then has the lid that goes over it. So this thing is very, very weather resistant, which is great for when you're out all day. You're gonna be out there whether it rains or not. Better have a good pack to handle that. So that does it for what we're gonna have in our day bag. And like I said, some of those things are gonna stay in there that we're gonna use every single day, and some of those things are going to stay at the tent while we're out, just trying to split the load. And now I know what you're wondering is, we just saw that big old pack, it weighs 30 pounds. How am I going to carry both of these? And I'm not. You got to stay tuned. I have more videos. So for now, there's the day bag. In the next video, when we talk about how I'm going to get all this stuff out there. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Comment if you have questions, comments, or suggestions. My name's Mike with Mansplaining. Don't forget to subscribe. Share it with your friends. It's a party. Bring them all in. Have a great day, guys.